Good morning, everybody. It's the first day after earnings, so there is so many things happening. Market is a little bit downward, and NQ is almost 1%. The TSM earning didn't help. The job report, initial jobless claim didn't help, and Tesla, Netflix, they are red. So yesterday you could feel a little bit of bearish presence, bear people, and also short sellers. You could see that people were locking profit. We jumped a little bit, we stayed there, and then we eventually we went down, and then a little bit jump up in the close. But overall, there was not a strong presence of bull market yesterday. And today we'll see. I mean, if they're gonna buy it out or it's gonna go lower. Pre-market right now on the ES5 15 30 is downward, 1 hour is downward, 4 hours curve down. We're still very bullish on daily and weekly. Even I'm not expecting like market crash right now, but a healthy pullback a little bit, profit locking is way overdue, and we are very close to the all-time high. So a little bit, I mean, we're not, I mean, obviously, nobody expect, I mean, it would be a miracle to go straight from 3500, or like from March all the way to all-time high on the indexes. But so expectation is a little bit pull back, then go up again. So that's would be normal unless normal happens. But for now, it seems like we may have some a little bit pullback and then go up again. Maybe S&P 500 4500 level gets retested next few days. Then we go up again, or I don't know. We'll see if it goes lower or not. But S&P SPX, if it goes lower, it is possible to retest 45.18. We got more earnings coming up. Not sure if it's gonna hit tomorrow, but it's just a possibility. I If we close red today and be a weak day today, and dips on the earnings and the names that falling don't get bought, there is a possibility that this redness continues tomorrow. Um, so anyhow, direction is downward. As always, keep in mind, in order to go up higher, you need 15, 30 minutes MACD golden cross. First 5 and 15 MACD golden cross, then 30 follows to run up higher. And NQ, same thing. It's more red because of the semis and Tesla, Netflix, and everything else. And 5, 15, 30, 15 is downward. 30 is not that cross. If it crosses, we can go lower. Yeah, 1 hour is downward, 4 hours downward too. What keep in mind, we're still bullish on daily and weekly and monthly charts. So it's possible to be temporary few days, maybe red, maybe few days. I'm not 100% sure, but it's just a possibility. But then we run up again. Let's see what else you got here. Let's look at Dow Jones too. Dow Jones went up crazy for like this week, and but right now that one is showing some weaknesses there too. RUT pre-market showing lower too. I will show you on IWM. TNX 2% higher, that's not helping either. As I mentioned before, if we were to go below 37, it would have helped the market jump higher. But right now, it resisted, it held there, and right now 2% higher today, so that's not helping. It's looking bearish intraday, and I'm sorry, looking bullish intraday. So if this one runs up, it can push market lower. DXY um, is holding above 100. Yesterday, 4-hour MACD golden cross. Last 2 days golden MACD golden cross, and it was just a little bit coming up. But right now, if it does get accelerated upward and gets to 101.37, it's definitely gonna be very bad for techs. But anyhow, pre-market looking intraday looking bullish, and daily weekly is still downward. Daily MACD is curving up a little bit. Just be cautious about if it goes to 101.37 and passes. That's not gonna be good. Wicks 2% higher. It's above 14. If it runs up higher, we're looking at 14.14, 14.47, or 14.49, 14.79 the next target. If it goes above that, it's gonna get horrible for market. 5 is upward, 15 is flat. If this gets a golden cross, then it's gonna go higher levels, and 30 is flat. So But and just keep in mind, 4 hour MACD golden cross yesterday, and it was strong into the close, and that's all you need to know. 4 hour, you need to get a dark blue bar on the VIX in order to market jumps up higher again. Otherwise, the trend is a little bit downward for now. BTC, um, it's upward. Is it went to almost like 1% higher from low of yesterday, up below 30K to 3500, 30,500. It helps a little bit crypto stock. 4 hour golden cross yesterday, so that was just hopeful sign, but it's still inside the inside the bull flag of 30 and 32K. So it needs to break a strong upper or lower level for a solid run. Apple was nice news came out yesterday. It was actually weak, and it was pulling market down, but then it reversed 5 minutes MACD golden cross. It came here. I alerted that if it made a V recovery. So and I alerted if it passes 194, it can run up higher. And then I took a break, and then boom, and news dropped in and went crazy. But the funny thing was that it went up 5 points from 194 to 199. Apple 5 points is a lot of $1 billion. And then SPY wasn't flying up at all. I mean, QQQ went up a little bit, but not crazy, and market wasn't squeezing up, and it was temporary. Even though it was temporary, it was funny that it did not help market fly up. It actually pushed Google down, Microsoft down, and Nvidia short term up, then down. So this was a sign that the sellers are here. The people, the that was a sign that market is getting a little bit. I don't want to say bearish, but market is getting a little bit sell market. So that was a sign that Apple pulled back. It jumped up, didn't make market fly up, and also the fast pullback. But anyhow, it's holding around 194.02 right now. Key levels to watch is 194.71 and 193.52. Breaks either one, can fly up higher or down lower. Lower level 193, 192, 191, and higher level 195, 196, 96. If it does break 198.23 next, who knows, sessions, whatever happens for whatever reasons or news, next long targets is 201, 207, and 214.49. 200 most likely will come on this one before the earning, but not a big catalyst. Amazon was very strong yesterday. It was very very strong actually. It was about to pass 136.19, and I was even very bullish on it. I said if there was no earning, I would have said this 140 is coming soon and it's gonna gap up. But Netflix and Nvidia and Netflix and Tesla earning didn't help. Right now, 5:15:30 is downward. 1 hour is downward. 4 hour was golden crossing yesterday, but now, as you can see here, even though 4 hour was golden crossing, was about to golden cross yesterday, but the pullback diverting it down. So yeah, just want to point out that not all the time every 4 hour golden cross means, oh my god, it's gonna go higher again, it's gonna go crazy high. You have to be cautious what's gonna happen after golden cross. Is it gonna pull back, or is it gonna sustain the levels? If it doesn't sustain it, it's possible to divert down, and it sure did. So anyhow, Amazon 133.34 and 132.46. Those are the support level. If it passes, it can go lower. If you see 5:15, 30 minutes back the golden cross, 136.19 is a key level. Watch that one. If it passes, it can go crazy. I was a strong name yesterday, so under watch today if market bounces up. Market is still continuing going lower on SPY and QQQ. Nvidia TSM news didn't help it, but is holding up only 5 points lower. We'll do 161 is the next major support. If it 161, 156, if it can hold there, we can go to the lower level. 451. I said one. I'm sorry. 451, 15. That's a key support, because that's what it was. That's what it held last this week. So if it goes below that, it's gonna get crazy lower. But anyhow, pre-market right now 5 is down, 15:30 is flat, and no clear direction. Need to pay attention to the price action and the movement. If it passes 461, it can go to the lower level. If it passes 468, it can recover and go higher. 1 hour and 4 hours downward, so keep in mind pressure is downward. Still very bullish on daily and weekly. Baba is just whatever happens in China. Just right now, Baba had a nice run up last week. I mean, up to this week a little bit, but right now is getting to a phase that one day up, one day down, and not clear what's gonna happen. So daily and weekly is still bullish upward, but the 4 hour and 1 hour is pressuring down. Key levels to watch today is 90.56 and 93.53. Passes either way, we can have a bigger movements. Bidu, another name, same like Baba, right? Acting like Baba. It was a strong open yesterday. It was trying to follow Baba, but then it fails and go lower. Right now, it's under 144.33 major level. Key level to watch is 141.63 and 144.33. Breaks either one, it can go to the upper and lower level. Netflix, the earning was okay, but market didn't like it much, and it went lower, a lot lower actually. It went to 430, and then it pulled back. It pulled back up already. 15 and 30 is upward. 1 hour we're getting a first TTM light, first TTM yellow bar, but 4 hour we got a red bar. So just gotta pay attention to the price action. Most of the best is avoid it today, because if it's not, it went down to 430 and pulled back up. So if for example you have 400p or 410, most likely you're not gonna make money. Yeah, maybe 430 or 440 they do, but at the same time the call's gonna get crushed. So best is to avoid it unless it makes a big move. So in order to make a big move, it needs to pass 450 mental level. Passes 450, it can run up to 454, 458 and higher level. And also if the 15 and 30 MACD dead cross, and if it goes below 443, then it can go retest the yesterday aftermarket low of 430. Then the premium can move bigger. Just gotta pay attention to the movement. Need a big movement to move the premiums. Otherwise, premium crush is ahead for sure. First 30 minutes, it's gonna be bigger crush on both sides. Meta, a lot of names are getting upgrade. Nvidia got upgrade, Tesla getting upgrade, Microsoft, but today the upgrades are not helping at all. Meta right now, 5 is downward, 1530 is kind of flat, no clear signal, no clear direction. 1 hour and 4 hours downward, but it's holding at 310 or even 305 is strong. So this one it's most likely will be just up and down until next week. People want to see the earning on this one. It had a massive run, not giving up its run it had. It had this chance this week to go lower, but then it recovered up again and made a new high yesterday. So need to pay attention to the levels and price action. If it goes below 310, 305, if it passes 315, we're looking at 317, 320, 324. Most likely, in my opinion, 324.36 is going to come before the earning. Tesla, if you have any symbol and you're interested, let me know. I don't know why comments are not showing. Okay. Good morning, baby. Yeah. Okay. Good morning, Daniel. So Tesla, earning was okay. The problem is their margin is lower. Keep in mind the biggest reason Tesla stock is way so higher than other car maker, and it's just a successful company, is their margin. They only up because the stock is this, it's a successful company because they have a high profit margin. But right now, and if you keep remember, like last few season, I remember one time they had the earning, and they went down because the profit margin went so much lower. Before it was like 30%. I remember it was like 29 or 30%. Right now it's lower, and the lower it goes, it's not gonna be good for the company, to be honest. Right now is opening lower, and 5, 15 and 30 not showing any clear direction. Need to pay attention to the price action. It's below the 283 major level. 279.2 is hovering around it. So if it does go, the low of yesterday, this morning or yesterday, last night, the low of last night was 275.79. So key level to watch is 275 at 33, and if it goes below that, 272.93. If it does break 272.93, that's a major level. It can go much lower, 266, 260 and 256, which I doubt it personally. But if you see 30 minutes MACD golden cross and pass 280, we can go to 282 283.08 can be retested at open. Need to pass 283.08 to run up and do a recovery. For Once you see a 1 hour TTM squeeze yellow bar, then we can go ahead for recovery. But be cautious on Tesla again. Premium most likely will be killed on both sides if it's too far output, or if it's too, definitely calls are gonna be killed. But if you see a jump passing 280 at open, cheap calls would be worth catching them because they can jump up fast and they can kill premiums on the put very fast. The put's gonna be open higher, but if it jumps at open, they're gonna kill puts very fast. Microsoft. Pre-market right now, 5 is downward, 15 is curved down, 30 in a clear direction, 1 hour same, and 4 hours just mixed signal there. Very bullish on daily and weekly. So that jump 2 days ago, it pushed it up to an all-time high, but right now it's Apple news and some other news. It's pushed it down, and actually the news got faked very fast. Anyhow, 354.81 and 352.34, those are the two levels you want to watch. Past 354, it can go to the higher level, 355, 357, 358.81. If it goes below 352, the low of yesterday, this morning market was 352.01. If it goes below that one, then we can retest 349.87 and 348.834. The most important level you want to watch today is 351. That was the previous all-time high. If it does break that one, it's not gonna be a good sign. Same thing for Apple. The all-time high was 194.48 before the jump yesterday, and right now is opening below it. So those are not good sign. Um, Google, Apple News pushed it lower, and it continued lower, and it was a weak close, and right now it's hovering around 121.41 level. If it can hold it, we're looking at 119.63, and if this continues to going lower because of Apple News, we're looking at 117.58, 115.53, and 114.27. If you look at daily, right now it's just like a falling from cliff. So just be cautious with Google. This Apple News AI, it definitely hurt Google a lot. AMD, TSM News didn't help it. Right now is below 115.47 major level. If it passes below 114, we're looking at 112.98, 112.21. AMD is making wild moves every day. It jumps on news, then it pulls back, then it recovers intraday. So it just gotta pay attention to the indicators. Pre-market right now, 515 is downward. If 30 MACD dead crosses, it can go lower. 112.21 can come. But if 5 and 15 MACD you see golden cross, it can recover and go higher. Past 115.47, it can go to the higher level. AMD is becoming a wild move. A lot of people are getting bullish on it, but at the same time, it's getting fade out very fast. BA, again, this one is just doesn't want to run right now, and daily TTM, we got a dark blue bar yesterday. 208.57, if it can hold it, we're looking at 207, 206, 205.2, and 203.11. That's the next major level. If you see 515 golden cross, again 211.95 is a magnet level. Any times you get close to it. Let's go faster. SPY pre-market right now is lower, 253.46 breaks. We're looking at 254.44, 251.18. There is a high chance 251.18 comes, and if it does break 250, 249. Well, I'm saying two. I'm sorry, 449.14. QQQ, let me go SPY again. So SPY pre-market direction, you can see here 1530 is very down. You want to see a jump up and a pass, reclaim a 454.48 and 5 and 15 golden cross for reverse up. Otherwise, until you don't have a 5 minutes MACD golden cross and 15 you don't have a yellow bar TTM squeeze, it's still direction is downward. QQQ, pre-market direction is down on 5 and 15. 30 is about to dead cross, so next support is 379.77. Most likely, very likely, 99% this level is gonna come, but when we'll see what's gonna happen after that. It's a critical point. If it can hold it, back to 375.1. IWM. It's holding 196.97, so keep an eye on this one. It's not actually, it's actually a little bit green. It's point 0.5 up, but 4 hour is curving down, so it's hovering around 196.97. The small caps are holding, its techs are running down. That's pretty much on these names. Let me see if anything else is interesting. Uh, ba, 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 ba. Just look at my watch list that I have here. Roku, keep an eye on that one too. If it does break 75.26, 73.34, 72.16 can come. Coin needs to pass strong past 10, 110.12 for run up higher. For 114.43 was the high of last week. Breaks that one, we're looking at the 117.8 and higher level. My long target is 121, 125.48. SMCI, this one is wild. What else? Okay, Nvidia went over it. UAA. UAA. I'm not familiar with this name at all. Direction 5, 15, 30 is downward. 1 hour is dead crossing. This name jumped up big, and it's on the bull run. Weekly is golden cross. Daily is very bullish. So yeah, this one looks like ready for launch up. XLF, that's for financials. If I'm right, yes, for banks, and I don't use this too much. Pre-market right now 5:15. Everything is downward. 4 hours that crossing. So the target was 35.26, and it did reach it this morning. Yesterday reached it too, and it's pulling back from it. Banking's earnings is almost banks. Almost all of them reported their earning. So probably maybe some profit locking. The earnings were okay, but some of them pulled back. Some of them went for a higher level. Overall daily weekly is still very bullish, but for today intraday direction is downward. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, please like, subscribe, and share if you like with your friends. And if you like, you can join Sayed Option Service. And if you just want level, you can go chartwiser.com. Have a beautiful one. Thank you so much for tuning in.